Today, we are diving into one of the most powerful books on self-improvement out there, Atomic Habits by James Clear. We're going to distill the biggest ideas and show you how incredibly tiny everyday actions can lead to some seriously remarkable results. Let's jump in.
So, let me start by asking you a question that's really at the core of this whole book. Think about getting just 1% better at something every single day. 1%. I mean, it sounds like almost nothing, right? It's so small you'd barely even notice it. How much of a difference could that really make?
Well, the answer is kind of mind-blowing. If you get just 1% better each day for 1 year, you won't be 365% better. You'll be nearly 37 times better. No, that's not a typo. 37 times. This is the incredible and often invisible magic of compounding at work.
And that surprising piece of math is really the foundation for everything else. This first big idea is all about truly understanding the incredible power that's packed inside that tiny 1%.
This is what James Clear calls compounding habits. You know how compound interest can turn a tiny bit of money into a fortune over time? It's the exact same idea, but for your life. Your small, consistent habits, whether they're good or bad, don't just add up. They compound, they multiply.
So what this means is that your daily choices are basically steering the ship of your life. A tiny 1% improvement nudges you closer to your ideal destination. But a 1% decline day after day, that slowly steers you way off course. These little habits are quietly but surely deciding who you're going to become.
Okay, so knowing about the 1% rule is great, but to actually make it work for you, you need a pretty fundamental shift in your mindset. It's not just about what you do, it's about how you think.
This slide highlights a really critical idea. Most of us focus on goals, right? I want to lose weight. But here's the catch. Winners and losers often have the exact same goals. The thing that actually separates them isn't the goal. It's the system, the daily process that they follow. The system is what actually gets you the results.
But the book takes this a step further, and this might be the most powerful idea in the whole thing. It's about moving to what are called identity-based habits. This is the real secret to making change stick for good. It's about changing who you believe you are. I love this quote because it just nails it. Instead of saying, I want to read more, you start to think, I am a reader. And then every single time you pick up a book, even if it's just for 2 minutes, you're casting a vote for that new identity. It makes the habit feel natural because you're just being you. You're not fighting against yourself.
Okay, so we've got the mindset down. Now for the nuts and bolts. How do we actually build these systems and habits? Well, this is where the practical toolkit comes in. The book gives us a really simple, really memorable 4-step framework for building any good habit you want.
And here they are, the 4 laws of behavior change. Think of these as levers you can pull to basically hack your own brain and make good habits feel almost effortless. You want to make the cue obvious, the craving attractive, the action easy, and the reward satisfying.
And this isn't just theory, it's super practical. So, to make it obvious, you design your environment. Want to read before bed? Don't just hope you remember. Literally put the book on your pillow. To make it easy, use the famous 2-minute rule. Just start a habit by doing it for less than 2 minutes. The point isn't to be perfect, it's just to start.
So, that's for building good habits. But what about the bad ones we want to get rid of? Well, the brilliant thing is, this exact same framework works just as well. You just do it in reverse. You flip the script.
You can see it right here. It's a perfect inversion. To break a bad habit, you want to make the cue invisible, make the craving unattractive, make the action difficult, and make the reward unsatisfying. It's such an elegant way to dismantle the very habits that are holding you back. So, a super simple way to put this into practice is to just increase the friction. Want to stop mindlessly scrolling on your phone? Don't just rely on willpower. Make it harder to do. Leave your phone in a completely different room when you're working. The more steps you put between you and a bad habit, the less likely you are to do it. All right, let's bring all these incredible ideas together for one final empowering takeaway. After all this, where do you actually begin?
The core philosophy of this whole book is this: real, lasting success doesn't come from some massive, heroic, once-in-a-lifetime effort. It's the product of your small, daily choices, compounded over time. It's all about focusing on getting that tiny 1% better every single day.
And that brings us to the final and maybe the most important question of all, the one for you to take away.
After hearing all this, what is the one tiny atomic habit that you're going to start today to cast that first vote for the person you want to become?